A man went to the barber shop to have his hair and beard cut as always. He started to have a good conversation with the barber who attended him. They talked about so many things and various subjects. Suddenly, they touched upon the subject of God. "Look, man, I don't believe that God exists as you say." "Why do you say that?" asked the client. "Well, it's so easy. You just have to go out on the street to realize that God does not exist." "Oh, tell me, if God existed, would there be so many sick people? Would there be abandoned children? If God existed, there would be no suffering nor pain. I can't think of a loving God who permits all of these things." The client stopped for a moment, thinking. But he didn't want to respond as to cause an argument. The barber finished his job and the client went out of the shop. Just after he left the barber shop, he saw a man in the street with long hair and a beard. It seemed that it had been a long time since he had cut his hair, and he looked so untidy. Then the client again entered the barber shop and he said to the barber, "You know what? Barbers do not exist." "How can you say they don't exist?" asked the barber. "Well, I'm here and I'm a barber." "No," exclaimed the client. "They don't exist because if they did, there would be no people with long hair and a beard like the man who walks in the street." "Ah, barbers do exist. What happens is that people do not come to me." "Exactly," affirmed the client. "That's the point. God does exist. What happens is people don't go to him and do not look for him. That's why there's so much pain and suffering in the world." So what have we learned from this story? God exists when one chooses to look out for him. Where is he not? Every creation we see is his, from the rising sun to the rain to the wind, and all the nature and people around us are created by him. The smile on our face, our sympathy towards those suffering, love for our near and dear ones, are all prompted by him, who is within us. We take his creation for granted. When we look out for him both outside and within us, we will see him smiling and ever waiting to hear us. Sai Ram.